Hello everyone and welcome back to Rainbow Tarot UK. And in today's reading we're going to be looking, aren't we, at their actions versus their feelings. Do they match up, or are there some hidden feelings, something that you're not aware of? So let's take a look at our three piles. We've got pile number 1, which is the Radiant Wise deck with this little Diamante pendant here. Then we've got the Morgan Greer deck with this little blue pendant here. And then we've got the Mermaid deck with that little silver, which reminds me a little bit of a Celtic kind of design. But anyway, those are the three piles, and I'll be using the light seers as well. So take a moment, use your intuition, go for the pile that's calling for you. There might be more than one pile. Quick reminder, it's a general reading, so always take what resonates and then leave the rest behind. Other than that, I'll see you in the reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 1, and welcome back to your reading. So today we're doing, aren't we, their actions versus their feelings. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one row for how they're acting towards you, and then another row for how they're feeling. And it also might give you a bit of a sense of, with the first row, whether it's the right pile for you. You chose the Radiant Wise deck to use mainly for this reading, plus this little pendant. I will be using the light seers as well, but before I start I'm just going to get one oracle card initially, just to get a sense of their actions. So can you, and while I'm shuffling, I just want to say a big thank you, such a warm thank you to all of you for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing. Really means a lot to me, so thank you so much for that. It's really hugely important for creators to get feedback like that, so a big thank you so much for that. So let's see, what is pile number 1's person, how are they acting towards pile number 1, please? Oh, that one's come out, and 2. So 2 wanted to flip out, and so we've got two sort of, I would say, sort of conflicting energies. We've got happiness, but then we've also got disruption. So let's see how that plays out. So it may be that they're giving a mixed, the obvious way to look at that was that they might be giving a mixed message for some of you. So on one level, they might seem really happy and everything's going okay, but on another level there might be some disruption so disruption always tends to mean maybe challenges or something like that, or something coming along to disrupt the happiness or to get in the way of happiness in some way. So yeah, we've got red here. Red is about, it can be about lots of things, but it can be about passion, it can be about attraction. They're both very intense colours, so it feels like quite an intense, that there's a lot of intensity maybe to their actions, possibly. But pink is around the heart chakra, so maybe they're showing you a lot of passion, they're showing you a lot of love, they're showing you a lot of, attraction. But there might be some conflict, there might be some conflicting messages or some mixed messages. But anyway, let's see what's going on here. So how is pile number 1's person currently acting? Let's bring those down a little bit so you can see them. How is pile number 1's person currently acting towards pile number 1? Okay, so we've got all the lovers. Okay. How is pile number 1's person currently acting towards pile number 1? The Emperor. Hanged Man. Okay. How is pile number 1's person currently acting towards pile number 1? Yes, it definitely feels, and then the overriding energy is the 5 of Pentacles. So it's a bit like what I was saying before with these two sort of what I would see as slightly conflicting energies, and that is what I'm feeling here. I feel like your person is a little bit conflicted, and they might be acting in a way which is kind of giving you mixed messages, possibly, because it might be as well that they are conflicted over a choice in love, because the Lovers card can traditionally mean a choice between two people, or a choice between two things in a situation. They've got quite, so on the one level they've got quite a closed off energy, because we've got, so they might be acting in a fairly closed off, contained way. You might actually be in separation from this person, because we have the Emperor and the Hanged Man. Well, the Emperor is somebody who is sort of self-contained in terms of emotional, or in terms of relationships. They're kind of archetypal father figure, so they might be there might be a father, or there might actually be, for some of you, in a committed relationship, and it might be a bit of a third party thing here with the Lovers card as well. Hanged Man again is a card of, going inward, being on their own, really working things out. So maybe if you're in separation from this person, they are acting in a way where they are having to think things through, they're having to work things out, they're having to see things from another perspective. If it is a third party situation, maybe they're having to make choices and they're closing themselves off to you. But by the same token, we also have, and that would go with the Five of Pentacles, which is an overriding energy of being, I'll come back to the King of Cups, of being kind of out in the cold. So maybe with the happiness and the disruption, it was going really well, or there was, you were really happy, or you thought the relationship was going along really well, and then something's come along to disrupt that, to break that up, to separate that, so that your person has now moved away and moved themselves a little bit from the situation. We have the Five of Pentacles, which is, of course, a card of lack, of feeling out in the cold, of feeling, not together, really. You're not really together. That's kind of the overriding energy that I'm feeling here, that somebody's feeling very much out in the cold, rejected, left out, not really enough. So maybe your person is acting, like that in some way towards you. But we also have the King of Cups here. So the King of Cups is somebody who is sort of like the opposite, in a way, the opposite to the Emperor. I mean, they couldn't be more opposite in terms of sort of, how they are in relationships. So the Emperor is very, like I say, very closed off, very much in charge, very much a boss, very much a strategizer, very much somebody who is like, both these characters actually. So I suggest that your person is sort of somebody who's quite prominent, maybe, or quite in charge generally in their life, because we've got a king and an emperor. So I would say that they this is why this is why I'm thinking that there's a little bit of a mixed energy here, because like I say, one minute they're closed off, emotionally closed off, but then the next minute they're also, they have strong feelings for you. So I think your person is possibly acting in a mixed way, giving mixed messages, but they do, they are also acting, so they're acting in a way where they're closed off and cut off from you, and you might be in separation from you, but they're also acting in a way that shows you, or that you feel demonstrates, that they really care about you. Now, I am going to have to very quickly put my battery on. Just bear with me. Part number, in fact, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put this on hold for a moment. Oh, I can't do that. Bear with me, pile number one. My apologies for this. Let's do this. I'm not very good at editing, so I apologise for that. There's no editing here on Rainbow Tarot UK. Apologies for that. So, what was I saying? So they might be giving you a mixed kind of signal, and it could be because it is, for some of you, either a three-way situation or something where you can't, there are conflicts to sort of like bringing the situation or the relationship out in the open. So something, or it might be a work thing with the Emperor here, but definitely I feel that they are, on the one hand, they're showing you that they care about you, or you feel like they care about you very deeply with the Lover's card here, because that also can be like a bit of a soulmate, twin flame thing. So they're showing you that they have deep feelings for you, that they care deeply for you, particularly here with the King of Cups. but they are also in retreat. They are reserving as well. They are. So there might be a bit of a backwards and forwards sort of energy. And at the moment, for a lot of you, they might actually be acting in a way where they are cut off from you, where they are pushing you out, where they are in separation from you. So I feel that is what's going on currently. Hopefully that resonates with your situation. If it doesn't, then maybe you need to pick another pile. But in terms of astrological signs, for the lovers, we've got certainly we've got Gemini there, Aries for the Emperor. Hanged Man is Pisces energy, and King of Cups could be any one of the water signs of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and obviously Five of Pentacles is a Taurus energy. So that's what we've got at the moment. Okay, so let's see if we can get a message card around that as well. Let's see if we can get a message card for pile number 1. So is there a message around pile number 1's person's actions that would be relevant for us here? So what do we need to hear? Oh, now look, as I say about the Lovers card being a soulmate twin flame connection. So this says, calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. So yeah, I definitely think they're giving you, or they're acting in a way that is making you feel that they see you as their soulmate. But there is some kind of issue or problem, and it could be that's creating a disruption to the happiness of the situation. It might be that it's something is getting in the way, because the Lovers is about making a choice. It doesn't have to be a person. For some of you it might be, but it could be here with like a work situation or something like that is preventing them from really acting fully on what they're on this kind of like seeing you as a soulmate twin flame kind of energy. And at the moment they are possibly shutting you out with this Five of Pentacles here. So let's see what we've got now in terms of how they actually feel. So let's see. Okay, so what is pile number 1's person's feelings for pile number 1? What is pile number 1's person's feelings? Please can you tell me what pile number 1's person's feelings for pile number 1? The Magician. Okay. What is pile number 1's feelings? That one wants to come out. Knight of Pentacles. What is pile number 1's feelings for pile number 1? Sorry, what is pile number 1's person's feelings for pile number 1? One's person's feelings for pile number 1. Queen of Swords. Okay. What is pile number 1's person's feelings for pile number 1? Nine of Pentacles. Okay, and then the overall energy is the Seven of Cups. So yeah, again, the Seven of Cups, their feelings, they are, I just feel like your person is in this process of choosing and not being, they definitely, with the Seven of Cups, because obviously Cups is about emotion and feelings, so they definitely do have feelings for you, but the Seven of Cups can talk about daydreaming. So I feel like they're daydreaming, wishing, but there's this person is kind of looking, they're not sure. So I feel like there are, certain choices, because he's standing there, he's looking like that, he's deliberating on whether that's the right choice. And I think that goes with the Lovers card. I think for a lot of you, this could be a situation where there are choices to be made for your person, and they are in this process now of deliberating over that. Now with the Magician card underneath the Lovers, it makes me feel that they definitely do want to manifest something going forwards with you. Definitely, they definitely do want to do that. I think they might even be, in the process of this period of separation, of trying to it might be a situation where they feel like they just need a bit of magic to make this situation come back together again. But they do want to do it. With the Emperor card, we've got the Knight of Pentacles, which is slowly. I feel like there is a bit of a slowness to them, but in terms of their feelings, the Knight of Pentacles is about wanting to build something up slowly. So I feel they want to manifest something, It could be a bit of a crush situation here, where, you know, you, for whatever reason, you know, you haven't declared yourself, or you haven't got together yet, and they're trying to think that their feelings are that they want to bring something into being. Maybe they're in a committed relationship, so maybe they're in a committed relationship, or they have responsibilities. Maybe they're your boss or your manager, and so at the moment it's kind of like, you know, they're acting in a way which means that they're giving you all the signs and signals in one sense that they really like you, that they really care about you, but they're closed off. Whereas in their feelings, and that's how they're acting, but their feelings are that they want to manifest something here. They want to move slowly. They feel like they want to move slowly towards something tangible, towards building up something tangible. But again, with the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles, we have this kind of independent energy. Now, they may see you, and that might be why, you know, there's this kind of closed off energy. Maybe there's been some kind of issue or problem in that, and they're feeling that you have closed yourself off, because these are two very independent inner energies. I mean, the Queen of Swords is, again, somebody who's closed their heart off, and the Nine of Pentacles is like an independent energy. It's a woman who's completely okay about being, not a woman necessarily, but an energy that's totally okay with being independent on their own. They don't have a problem with that, and so is the Queen of Swords, and there's a sense of protection around their heart. So in terms of how they're feeling, they may be feeling that you're not accessible to them, or that there's, again, this kind of mixed, they're not sure, there's kind of like mixed feelings for them in some way, but they know deep down, I think, on a very sort of soul level, that you are a very significant relationship for them. But we do have this kind of sense, maybe they see you, they're feeling that you are a bit of a dream really at the moment, that you can't actually be a reality, and that would kind of go with this whole thing of, you know, whether it's something that's inaccessible, so maybe like a crush situation, or maybe you're both attached with the Lover's card here, or you're out of reach in some way. So maybe, you know, they're acting in a way that kind of shows that you are, you know, acting in a way because you're, you know, detached, because you're out of reach. Because with the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles, it makes me feel that you might be out of reach, or they're feeling that you're out of reach, or that they are quite mixed, again, in their feelings, possibly because of their situation. But I definitely feel that you bring them happiness. You are this kind of very strong soulmate connection, but there are barriers for them, and they are showing that in the way they're acting, by giving possibly mixed messages, or feeling maybe that they have to restrain themselves in some way. But their feelings are that they would love to manifest something with you. They would love it to be a concrete thing. I mean, with the Queen of Swords, it could be that they're feeling that they want to make a plan about that they want to strategize about that they want to bring some truth as well into the situation. So maybe with the Queen of Swords, they're thinking they want to bring in some truth and declare how they are feeling, because the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups can sometimes be wish fulfillment cards. So maybe they're feeling that you would be a wish fulfillment, but there's this sort of energy of, oh, I'm not really sure, because possibly they're thinking that maybe you've moved on, if this is a situation where you've had a bit of a disruption, a bit of an ending. Maybe they're feeling that you've moved on, and they'd dearly like to come back to you, but then, you know, there's this kind of maybe feeling that it's a bit of a dream, a bit of a daydream. But anyway, let's have a message card for how they are feeling. So how is number two's person? Oh, not number two. How is number one? Sorry about that, pile number one. How is pile number one's person currently feeling for pile number one? How are they currently feeling for pile number one? What's this one say? Oh, new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So maybe this is kind of like a crush situation for some of you, like I was saying before, whereby, you know, there are barriers to it at the moment. They're not acting in a way, because maybe it's not appropriate for them to act openly about how they're feeling for you, but they definitely do have this feeling, and that might be why we have this happiness and disruption, because you bring them extreme happiness. But maybe if they declared themselves, they're worried that they might cause disruption. But their feelings are that they want to come towards you, definitely. But again, we have this, but maybe you're a bit of a dream. Like I said, maybe you're a bit of a dream at the moment. And maybe they're just not sure about how you will be, because you're coming across as very independent, very together. Maybe you're coming across as, or maybe they're feeling that you're coming across as not really being interested. And maybe that's kind of what's going on here. But anyway, and let's see, is there any other messages that we have? Let's have that one for pile number 1. Any other messages from pile number 1's person to pile number 1? Any other messages for pile number 1's person to pile number 1? What does this say? Well, this says wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. And that would go with the Knight of Pentacles, that they're feeling that they want to take things slowly, but they definitely do see a future with you. But they don't want to they don't want to rush into it. They don't want to go at, you know, breakneck speed. They want to do it in a controlled, that would go with the Emperor, in a controlled, and it would go with the Queen of Swords, in a controlled way. And they want to let things, they want to let timing, and maybe they want divine timing as well. You know, they're aware that they want it to happen in the right time, and that's what they're saying, you know, that they want it to happen in the right time. But anyway, pile number 1, that's been your reading. I hope that you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do hit the subscribe button, the like button, leave a comment, share. You know, anything is gratefully received. Just a quick one on the astrological signs for these. Obviously with the 7 of Cups, and that is Scorpio energy. Queen of Swords could be any one of the air signs of Libra, Aquarius and Gemini. 9 of Pentacles is a Virgo energy. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles again could be Capricorn, Taurus or Virgo. But anyway, have a great day and see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 2, and welcome back to your reading. So you chose this Greer deck and this beautiful blue pendant here. And we are going to be looking today, aren't we? You know, their actions versus their feelings. Are they aligned? Or is there something else going on? Now, before I even do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a bit of an oracle card here for their actions. And while I'm shuffling, you know, just want to say a massive thanks to everyone who subscribed, shared, liked, commented. You know, all your feedback is so important for me and this channel. I really, really appreciate it. So thank you so much for that. But anyway, let's get straight to it. So, what is pile number 2's person? How are they acting currently towards pile number 2? What are their actions? What are their current actions towards pile number 2? Please can you give me a card for that? What are their actions for pile number 2? I feel like it's this one. Determination. Okay. Very bright, that one, isn't it? Determination, got lots of mountains on it. So I feel like in this situation, maybe they're acting in a way, or maybe it's a situation where, you know, there might be some challenges currently in the situation, and they're showing determination, or they want to act in a way that is showing determination around, just around the connection. So maybe they're feeling very determined in whatever way that comes out. They're feeling very determined and focused, almost like to reach the top of this mountain. Because at the top of this mountain, you've got this circle here, and your eyes kind of drawn, and they're almost determined to level up, to go up in some way in this connection, in whatever form that takes. Let's see what else. Let's see what the cards say. Yeah, I feel actually called to do one of these before I do that one. So these are my Orosoma cards, inspiration cards. Orosoma is a form of colour therapy or colour healing that I love. But these are the cards. It does usually come in kind of colour bottles, but these are the card forms, and they correspond with the tarot. So let's see. Can you please tell me what was pile number 2's persons? How are they acting towards pile number 2? Like that one doesn't seem to come out. So what is this one? So this is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, and it is bottle 67, because this is normally, like I say, in a bottle form, because that's how Orosoma is. It's got like colours in bottles. It's a whole other system. But anyway, I like to look at the number, and this says love from above. Okay, so this, obviously the Knight of Pentacles, and it's this beautiful pink colour, isn't it? This beautiful pink colour. So I feel that there is you know, your person is behaving in a way where they want to you know, move slowly, I feel, with determination, possibly towards this connection. The Knight of Pentacles is about wanting to build up something tangible and something real slowly. Pink makes me think of the heart chakra. Pink and green always make me think of the heart chakra, so it's heart-centered. So it makes me feel that they are acting in a way that's giving you the impression that they're determined and that they want to move the relationship forward in some way, albeit slowly. And also bottom 67, well, I mean, that cancels down. 6 and 7 is 13, and 13 cancels down to 4. Now 4 is all about, interestingly, laying foundations, making plans, bringing something into reality, you know, organising, persevering, that kind of thing. So it feels like your person may be acting in a way which is, you know, showing determination, perseverance, wanting to move things forward. But anyway, let's see what these are saying. So there may also be a preoccupation for them with kind of material things. That might be what they're acting as well. They're very kind of quite ambitious. They want to do well materially, and maybe in work as well. So there might be a bit of a work connection here. Okay, so how is pile number 2's person acting towards? Currently acting towards pile number 2. Those two need to come out. So that is the Ace of Cups. And the 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands here. Ace of Cups, 2 of Wands. Okay, how is number 2's person currently acting towards pile number 2? The Hierophant. Okay. And then what's this one? The Knight of Cups. Okay, so they are definitely acting in a way. But the overriding energy is the 8 of Cups. So maybe with the overriding energy being the 8 of Cups, now the 8 of Cups is about walking away from a situation. You know, it shows somebody walking away from a situation, sort of turning their back on a romantic or a relationship situation. So maybe one of you, and I suspect it might be you here, based on these other cards, possibly has kind of walked away from the situation. You might actually be in separation from this person, or maybe somebody has detached a little bit in this situation. Yeah, they've kind of detached, but with the determination, with the Knight of Pentacles, and then we also have the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So it makes me feel that they are acting in a way that is showing you that they want to have a romantic connection with you, either starting up with you, because this 8 of Cups could mean that you've got your back to them, that you're maybe not, they're feeling that you're not showing any interest, or you've walked away from the situation, or you've got your back to the situation, or you're closed off to the situation. They're acting in a way, or their actions show that they really do want this situation, this romantic situation. The Ace of Cups is about a brand new beginning in love. It can also talk about sort of self-love and filling your own cup up with self-love. But the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups is about somebody coming very much towards you in a romantic way, and it comes right next to the Hierophant, which is about commitment. You know, the Hierophant is a committed card, so it makes me so maybe for some of you this was a committed relationship that has come to an end. Somebody has walked away from it, or there is separation in some way, but they're acting now in a way that they want that commitment back. But there's this 2 of Wands here, which means I think in this, the 2 of Wands can mean a couple of things. It can mean waiting, but I think in this particular spread, what it means is, I think, is that they are they've sowed the seed for either return, renewal, or starting something up with you, and they're kind of waiting to see if that has any impact, to see if that has any effect. And that is why we have the determination card here, because they're sort of determined, they're acting in a way that shows that they are determined to bring this situation into being. Yeah, they're giving you, so they might be sort of, you know, they might be chasing you here with the Knight of Cups. They might be connecting with you a lot. They might be sending you lots of messages or trying to get back with you. You know, with the Two of Wands here, they might have already laid those seeds to try and show you that they are committed, to this connection, that they feel an intense attraction and a love for you, that they care about you, that they want commitment with you. These cards are all kind of showing that, but the overriding energy is the Eight of Cups, which could also mean that they're giving you mixed messages, because it may be that that you are in separation from this person, or maybe they walked away from the situation, and now they want to come back, and they're saying to you, no, I want to come back now. I'm committed to this situation. I want to be starting something new with you again. I feel this love for you again. So it could have been they could be giving you mixed messages, but they could have been that they walked away and they now want to come back. They now want a reconciliation. There's a determination there with the Knight of Pentacles to build things up slowly, to come towards you slowly. And that might be why we have the Two of Wands, because they're not sure if you walked away from the situation how you're going to respond for that. But in terms of their actions, I feel like they are determined. They are showing determination to try and bring this situation back into being, that they're acting in a way that makes you feel that they really, you know, they're saying all the right things, they're doing all the right things to make you feel that they want to be in this situation. Now, in terms of the astrological signs, Ace of Cups could be Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces. Two of Wands is the Libran energy. The Hierophant is Taurus energy. Knight of Cups, I feel Knight of Cups is always more Pisces and Cancer more Pisces actually, rather than any of the other water signs. And the Eight of Cups is Pisces again. So quite a lot of water in this spread, which of course is all about, you know, emotion, feeling, caring, yeah. But anyway, let's see what we've got in terms of how they are feeling. So how is pile, oh, that one wants to come out. How is pile number two's person, you know, feeling about pile number two? What are their current feelings for pile number two? Please can you tell me, how is pile number two's person feeling for pile number two and that one? Okay, and what do we have at the bottom of the deck? The World. Okay. So we have, Eight of Swords, Ten of Wands, Temperance, and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I definitely feel for a lot of you this might be, you know, there are challenges with the Mountains in this card and the determination. There are challenges, there are things to overcome. Maybe you have walked away from this situation because they are definitely feeling, with the Eight of Swords, sort of stuck and really, maybe they're overthinking things here. So it could be, coming right underneath the Ace of Cups, so maybe there is some sort of fear as well for them. Fear in bringing this situation into being with the Ace of Cups here. They're showing you, they're acting in a way that makes you feel that they want this kind of love, but there's some sort of fear, there's some kind of they're feeling like there's some fear, or there's some stuckness, or there's some obstacles in the way, or maybe they're overthinking the obstacles, because the Eight of Swords can be this sense of feeling trapped, not feeling like there's a way forward. So maybe they're overthinking the obstacles, or feeling very kind of just feeling a bit stuck or a bit unhappy. So maybe if it's a separation, you're in separation, they're kind of feeling unhappy in that separation, they're feeling stuck, they're feeling but it's a distortion in some way. So their feelings are distorted in some way with this card here. The Ten of Wands, again, this shows sort of like feeling burdened. So again, maybe with the weight with the Two of Wands here, you know, maybe they're feeling, I do get the sense that maybe you may have flown in this situation. They're feeling, you know, that you've kind of gone. You've gone your own way, you're doing your own thing. You know, you've separated from them, you are moving you know, towards independence. Maybe you are independent, because both these are, you know, we've got people sort of with their backs really. So I feel, given all of these cards and the way they're acting, is that they're feeling that maybe you've moved on, and that's worrying them, that's stressing them out. They want this, they definitely want a commitment with you again, and this sense of balance, because the Temperance is about balance. They want healing. With the Temperance card here and the angel wings in the background, they want healing. They want healing in this situation. So I do feel a lot of you for this part, it is about being in separation, or there being obstacles, and maybe they're them feeling and thinking that you've kind of gone, that you've moved on, that you're not, possibly not interested any longer. But they definitely want commitment, and they want feeling, they want balance. They definitely want balance in this situation with the Temperance card here. There may be some differences, other differences that are between you, that might mean that's why we have this determination to overcome those differences between you, because Temperance is about sort of blending and mixing. So maybe they're now feeling that maybe they were challenges before, but maybe they're now feeling that they want to make a commitment to you, irrespective of whatever challenges and differences that there might have been or might be between you. Now with the Knight of Cups, which is all about romance, offering a cup of love, is the Ace of Pentacles, which is the start of something concrete, something tangible, something that you can really truly build on. So it's not all about words and romantic gestures for them. They are actually feeling that they want something tangible with you. They want a sense, because I think they're feeling that it would give them a sense of completion with the World card here. It would give them, it would mean that things would be, I mean, the World card is just a very happy card. It's just a very, yeah, it's just an incredibly happy card. It's a card of fulfillment. There might be, for some of you, a bit of a long distance connection here, somewhere where you're not geographically close, as well as being detached or not together. I feel like with the World card here, with the Eight of Cups and somebody moving away, there's a lot of kind of moving here. So maybe, you know, something came to an end because somebody had to move away to another country, or there was something like that. But I definitely feel that they're in a little bit of knots at the moment. They're certainly not happy. But they're kind of overthinking things. They're really stressing themselves out, probably a bit unnecessarily here. But anyway, that has been the tarot. But let's see if we've got any message cards for you guys. So, what would pile number 2's person, what one wants to come out? Now this says love yourself first, and it's got your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So maybe somebody in this situation, I don't know, with the Eight of Cups here, had to move away because, you know, they felt they needed to give themselves some love with the Ace of Cups here, and gain their independence. And that's what I was saying before. You know, maybe they are feeling that you've gained some independence, you have moved away, that you've learnt to love yourself first, and that is making you more attracted to them, because you know, you're not needy, you don't need them, and they know that, and that is kind of pulling them in, that is drawing them in. What else do we have for pile number 2? Pile number 2 and their person. What other message is there for pile number 2 and their person right now in this connection? Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So I do feel there is a strong attraction from your person towards you with all these cups here, and the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups. They definitely do feel very attracted to you. Yeah, so let's see what else we have got here. Anything else for pile number 2 and their person? So, please give me a card, a message card for pile number 2 and their person right now. Please have a message card for pile number 2 and their person right now. Oh, that one was as well. So let's see what these are. What do they say? So this one is: close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. So yeah, if this is a bit of a tricky situation, if you're in separation, if there's been some problems in this, it's about just, again, interestingly, I've put it without meaning to, I've just kind of put it under the love yourself card here, which is, maybe this has been a bit of a tough, rocky road for you, pile number 2. And that might be why if you've actually left the situation here. And it's about saying, you can let joy in now. You can, whatever the situation is with this person or this situation here, you can let joy in. You can be joyful. I feel like you in this situation, I do feel like you in this situation might be the stronger one. That's kind of what I'm intuitively feeling, that emotionally you might be the stronger one in this connection. Okay, let's get these cards back in some sort of order, and then let's see what this says. Let's see what this one says. So this says, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Okay, so again, there's this whole kind of theme here, isn't there, around loving yourself, putting yourself first, being true to yourself. So maybe that's a message for you, pile number 2, in this connection. That you need to be true to yourself, that clearly your person, I think at the moment, is making, is showing you quite strongly that they want to be with you, but they are possibly, they want this committed new beginning with you, they want balance back into the situation, and they're obviously feeling stressed and burdened by not being in it. But maybe it's about you, if you are this person that's left the situation or has turned your back on the situation, that is something that you decide for yourself about whether you want to be back in it or not. Now, in terms of astrological signs, did I do the astrological signs for the 10 of Wands? I'm not sure that I did. Obviously, with the 10 of Wands, then that is Sagittarius energy, as is Temperance. Ace of Pentacles is Virgo, Taurus or Capricorn, and then obviously with the 8 of Swords we've got Gemini energy here. So anyway, those are just some of the astrological signs for you, but that is your reading for today. I think that's all I've got for you. But have a great day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 3, and welcome back to readings. So today we're doing, aren't we, excuse me, their actions versus their feelings. Are they aligned? Do they match? Or is there something else going on? So you chose the Mermaid Tarot, and this beautiful little Celtic, what's that? Reminds me of sort of Celtic pendant there. So I'm going to be using the Mermaid, I'm going to be using the Light Seers, but before I do any of that, I'm actually going to be bringing out an oracle card here on their actions. And while I'm shuffling, I just want to say actually, thank you for everybody that's subscribed, liked, shared, commented. It just means a huge amount to me, and any creator on YouTube really. It just really helps, to lift your spirits as a creator and especially as a reader. So I really do love you for doing all of that. Really appreciate it. But anyway, so let's see, what is part number 3's person's actions towards part number 3 right now? What are their current actions? Please show me a card. It's that one. And this is all frustration. Okay, so either they are feeling frustrated and showing you their frustration, or they are frustrated with the situation, or maybe they're thinking that you are frustrated, but there's somewhere in this situation there's a bit of frustration going on, and that might be shown openly with what their actions are. So they might be showing you some sense of frustration in some way. But anyway, let's see what else we've got here. I'm just going to go for these, my Aurosoma inspiration cards. I love these. These are based on Aurosoma colour therapy, which I love. It normally comes in sort of glass bottles where we have 2 colours sitting on each other. But these are the actual cards, and they relate to the tarot deck. So let's see. I use them sometimes in my readings. So let's see. What is pile number 3's person? Oh, okay. I'm going to go for this one. What is pile number 3's person? How are they acting towards pile number 3? Now, I think this is the Page of Swords. It is, yeah. So I see rainbows. Oh, that's interesting. I see rainbows within which remind me of God's promise. This is bottle number 54. It's about cleansing and detoxification. So also the Page of Swords is, so they may actually be, with the Page of Swords is a curious card. It's a card of checking you out. So I feel like they may actually be checking you out at the moment. They may be very curious about you. That may be frustrating them. That maybe there isn't any access to you. I don't know. We'll have to look at the tarot cards. But they're definitely looking and finding information out about you, either through the internet or through social media or something like that, or in any way that they can. But the Page of Swords is a curious card. It's a card that wants to gather information. So I feel like there is a sense of wanting to gather information, to know more about you. And that might be why they're feeling a bit frustrated here. Okay, so they're acting in a way which is gathering information, getting information on you. So let's see what's going on. So let's bring them down a little bit here. Might bring that down there actually. Okay, so how is pile number 3's person currently acting towards pile number 3? Please can you tell me how is pile number 3's person currently acting towards pile number 3? How is pile number 3's person? Please can you tell me currently acting towards pile number 3? Right. How is pile number 3's person currently acting towards pile number 3? How is pile number 3's person currently acting towards pile number 3? Okay, so let's see what's up on the deck, which is the 9 of Swords. Okay, now this makes a lot of sense with the frustration. So I think that you are almost for sure, and if this doesn't ring true for you, so I'm just going to clean my glasses here. If this doesn't ring true for you, this might not be the pile for you. But I'm almost pretty certain that this is a sort of like almost a no contact separation kind of situation here, that you're split up or you're not with this person currently, or there's been some kind of, you know, row or something. Because with the 9 of Wands, that is a card of challenge. 9 of Wands is a defensive, guarded energy. So your person might be acting in a defensive, guarded way. This might be why we have the frustration. They might be doing that on the surface, but also curious, still curious about you, still wanting to know. So there's a bit of heat in this situation, in some of it. But with the 10 of Swords, something, you know, and with the 9 of Swords here, you know, it feels like something has come to an end. Or they feel that something has come to an end. The 10 of Swords is about, you know, somebody might be feeling betrayed. So your person might be feeling betrayed in this situation. They might be feeling let down. They might be acting in a way where they're shutting you off. They're shutting the situation out. Or like I say, it might be in separation, this situation, because we also have the 4 of Swords, which is a closed off energy, a need for. And certainly with the 9 of Swords here, I feel like your person is kind of suffering a little bit, and that might be why they're being frustrated. But I don't think they want to be closed off from you. I think that's what's going on here. I don't think they actually want to be closed off from you. And that's why we have the Page of Swords. We're still checking you out. But they are feeling betrayed. They might even be very... I just think mentally they're feeling exhausted from that. They're feeling unwell by that. They're not happy about that. They are feeling quite stressed. With the 9 of Swords here, so they're acting in a very stressed way. This person, but there's a lot of, with them, I feel like sometimes it's a little bit of an unnecessary stress here with the 9 of Swords here. And they're sort of overthinking maybe with it here. Because actually, with the King of Pentacles, this is a really stable energy. This is a really stable, committed energy. So maybe for some of you that you are, you know, if you're not in separation, you might actually be with this person, but you're just going through a very, you know, they're behaving in a way which is, you know, maybe very stressed, maybe withdrawn, maybe not giving you much back, maybe, you know, being, you know, sort of being withdrawn from you. But my sense is on the whole that I just do feel like it's probably more about people that are in separation here, and that your person is not happy being in separation. And in actual fact, they're trying possibly to, and that's why we have the frustration card here, they're trying to bring stability back into the situation, they're trying to bring security back into the station, into the situation, they're trying to bring to bring the situation back, because the King of Pentacles is a stable, secure, solid, reliable card, and I feel like for some of you they might be trying to and wanting to bring that back, and maybe all this is their frustration at not being able to do that. So maybe they are giving you signs of wanting to be stable, wanting to be secure, wanting to be back with you, but they are frustrated, and it's coming out in with the Ten of Swords and with the Nine of Swords here. In, you know, maybe they're just showing you that they are feeling very stressed, very, very unhappy, feeling very ill, feeling very, you know, having sleepless nights, that kind of thing. It's a challenge for them. So that's kind of the general sort of energy here, but they're definitely checking you out with the Page of Swords here. Yeah, I mean, they might actually, for some of you, be behaving in quite a, I don't know, quite a sort of needy way maybe, or quite a, yeah, just sort of possibly a bit of a clingy way, or really kind of really wanting to get the situation back. So maybe using, I don't know, I'm just getting for some, this is a very specific message, but for some of you, just kind of this sense of, yeah, trying to pull you in through, maybe through guilt or something like that. That's kind of just what I'm picking up for some of you. But they definitely want this stable, they're acting in a way that's saying, I want this stable situation to come back. I want to feel stable and secure in this relationship again, but there's all this kind of stress going on as well. Okay, so let's see what else we've got. Let's see, how are they actually feeling? Right, so let's see, how is part number 3's person? I mean, maybe if it's some sort of attraction situation or crush situation, they're just really, you know, they're really frustrated at not being able to create something with you. There's all these worries and fears that they might be overthinking, all the worries and fears about, you know, bringing something into being with you. They might see it as a, they might be guarded or defensive about it, and it's frustrating them because they want to be with you, they want to have this secure beginning with you, they're very curious about you, but there's all these worries and stresses and strains that they're kind of putting on themselves, really. And so it might be that they're acting in a way that's putting up barriers towards the connection and towards you. Okay, so let's see, how does pile number 3's person feel about pile number 3? And then the Magician card came up in, oh gosh, I can't remember if it was pile number 1 or pile number 2. I think it might have been pile number 1, so in this particular spot. So you might want to look at pile number 1 if you feel drawn to it. 4 of Swords, okay. So we've got the 4 of Swords coming up twice here. 4 of Swords coming up twice. Oh, and the 8 of Swords. Gosh, now the 8 of Swords, again, that came up. That might have come up in pile number 2. Because there's a lot of swords here. Okay, so how is pile number 3's person currently feeling? 6 of Wands, yeah. And underneath that we have the 9 of Wands again. So there's 100% there is a lot of challenges that they are seeing in this connection. They feel there's a lot of challenges, as they're in a lot of I think they're in a lot of turmoil. If I'm honest, I do feel that your person is in a lot of turmoil, and that's probably why we've got the frustration card here. They're incredibly frustrated. I do feel that you might be in separation from this person with the 9 of Swords and with the 9 of Wands. Again, 9s. We've got a lot of 2, 3 9s here. Well, 9s is about, you know, ending of a cycle, endings and new beginnings. So this might have actually come to, you know, an end. We also have, do we have any other 10s? I mean, we've got the 10 of Swords here again, that's about endings and new beginnings. So, you know, I really feel strongly that this is a situation where you're in separation from this person, 100%. And they are really suffering. I do feel that they're really suffering in this situation. With the 4 of Swords and the 8 of Swords here, but it's all kind of in their own head. They might even be going through some sort of, for some of you, again very specifically, there might be some mental health issues for some of your you know, for some of the people in this, for some of your, you know, your person really, because we've got the Four of Swords, we've got the Eight of Swords, we've got the Four of Swords here again, we've got the Ten of Swords. They're really going through it, I think, emotionally. They're feeling so tired and exhausted and drained from this situation. They're feeling like they really need to rest and protect their heart. But underneath this Nine of Wands, underneath this Challenges cards, and with the Six of Wands ending the reading, and underneath the King of Pentacles, they want it back. I feel like they want the situation back. They feel like that it could, you know, I think they're feeling that if they got back with you, it would be a success for them. It would be successful for them. It would be, it would make them feel incredibly happy. They would feel settled and stable. I feel that this connection enables them to feel safe, stable, settled, happy, brings stability to them, definitely 100%. And because they've got so much Swords energy in them, you know, they're really up in their head, thinking, overthinking, stressing, overstressing, feeling really, really stressed. And they think that this connection is what they need to make them feel whole, to make them feel complete, to make them feel stable and secure. Now, it might not be, you know, for you, it might have been a very challenging and testing relationship, this relationship for you. And this person might be very, quite a difficult character to be with. So you might, you know, if this is definitely an separation, you might have had to walk away from this situation because it has been so challenging for you. Also challenging, a really challenging connection where there's been a lot of issues here. But for them, they would love it to, you know, they would love to bring it into being. They would love to, I think for them on some level, I'm just seeing the infinity symbol here. It's kind of standing out to me. I think they see you, even though we don't have any obvious cards here of sort of soulmate connection, I think they see you as a bit of a soulmate for them, definitely. But the overriding energy is the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Wands, and so it feels to me that they're feeling like there are challenges to this. But with this one, in terms of how they're feeling, I mean, both the Nine of Wands actually, although there are challenges, their actions and feelings are that they think there are challenges, these challenges can be overcome. And that might be where there's frustration here, because they feel the challenges can be overcome. And maybe you're thinking that, no, I don't want to be with this person, or no, I've had enough of this situation, or no, I want there to be, you know, I want this situation, it has to be incredibly different for me to want to come back to it. But with them, they're thinking and feeling and behaving in a way that they know that there's challenges, but they are feeling that the challenges can be sort of overcome in some way. But anyway, let's have a look and see if we've got any messages here for you guys. In terms of astrological signs, I mean, the Four of Swords, that is Libran energy, which again makes me feel, yeah, they want some sort of balance back. They're very unbalanced. I think there's an imbalance here with them mentally and emotionally. They're imbalanced, really, and they're feeling that a relationship will bring them back into balance, which of course, you know, they've got, in a way, they've kind of got to have to do that for themselves, haven't they? Pile number 3, they've got to find a way of being able to kind of heal themselves and make themselves feel whole within themselves. You know, we can't ever get that from a relationship. It can enhance us, it can, you know, make our life wonderful, but we need to work to feel whole and complete within ourselves. Okay, so let's see. Also with the Eight of Swords, we have Gemini energy. And with the Six of Wands, that is a Leo energy. So let's see, what messages do we have from pile number 3 of their person? What's that one? It says, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So yeah, maybe somebody in this situation is wanting to hold on to the situation, and somebody is wanting to release it, and that might be why there's this sense of frustration. So maybe, you know, you are wanting to be released from this situation, but they, you know, they're wanting to hang on to it. So what else have we got? Let go of control issues. Yeah, I do feel like there's some control issues here with all these swords. I think it's what I was saying before, you know, maybe there's something, maybe somebody's at some sort of guilt tripping or something like that going on. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Okay, is there anything else we have here? Let's see. Okay, so please can you give me some message cards? Pile number 3 and their person. Power. You instinctively know what is right for you and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. And there's something about this, because this is about, you know, somebody, I do feel like your person might be trying to control. There's a lot of possibly guilt tripping, control issues, you know, maybe, I mean, hopefully not any kind of stalking or anything like that. In that instance, you know, you, pile number 3, are the most important person in this situation, and you need to make sure that you're looking after yourself if that is going on for you. And that might be a very specific message for some of you. You know, you might need to have a respite from this situation. Okay, one more message. Oh yeah, what have we got here? So it says here, emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So that message might mean something for some of you. But I'm just going to have one more message card here, because I feel drawn to having one more of these cards here. Actually, one more of these cards to end the reading. So let's have one more card just to end and finish off this reading. What is it? Right, caution. So that says caution, and it couldn't be more clear here. So there's some, I feel like for you, maybe pile number 3, you need to be cautious in this situation. Listen to your intuition, be guided by your intuition. You know, think back on what has gone before, because I do feel like there is some sense of control going on in this situation, and it's about the need for you to look after yourself, to be cautious, to be put yourself first in this situation. But anyway, pile number 3, that has been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.